Okay, so for a particular project, okay, for the particular project, identify the stakeholders. So this is an example of stakeholder registers. So this stakeholder is based on this system, a web-based attendance system. So for the stakeholder, you can identify them as a group or identify them as an individual. So it can be group or individual. Okay, example like top management is a group, who they are, so what is their role. So every stakeholder has its own expectation. So identify the stakeholder and also find out what are their expectations. So when you manage the project development, you should attempt to meet their expectation. Okay, so today I will start with project communication management. So purpose of communication management is to collect, disseminate, store project information in a timely manner. So as a project manager, you need to collect project information about the project, and pass project information to those who need to know about the project progress, as well as store project information. So you need to store project information because you may need to refer back to those information later on in the project. So in project communication, 3 processes. There are 3 main activities: plan communication management, manage and control communication. Okay, so plan for project communication. So what a project communication plan should contain? So it should contain all this info. So your communication plan should contain the name of the communication, how often it will happen, so the frequency of the communication, so method of communication. So method of communication is the method you may want to use to collect project information, or the method that you may want to use to pass project information to stakeholders. So who will receive the communication and who is responsible? Right? So this is what a project communication plan should contain. So these are examples of communication. So the first column is the examples of communication. So every communication must have a purpose. Okay, example, this one, project team member. So the project team meeting, so the purpose of this project team meeting can be, okay, so I've changed those to can be for collecting and disseminating project information. So project team meeting, okay, daily. So purpose is project manager may want to collect project information from team members, okay, to find out progress and also if there's any problem faced by the team members. Alright? So project manager may want to know the progress on daily basis. Okay, as well as pass project information to team members. Okay, so daily, so meeting, so method of this communication is through meeting. So meeting can be a face-to-face meeting or it can be online meeting. Okay, so who will receive the communication? Okay, so project team members. So who's responsible in conducting this meeting is the project manager. Alright, so method of communication, it can be meeting. So same meeting, this meeting can be face-to-face or online meeting. So collecting information. This is email newsletter. Email newsletter is to pass project information to stakeholders. So if the method is email newsletter, so this is telling us that this is to disseminate project information to stakeholders. So project manager keep stakeholders informed of project progress by emailing newsletter to them. So if you want to pass information to a large group of people, meeting may not be a suitable method, right? So just for passing project information to stakeholders, meeting may not be a suitable method, so you may consider email newsletter to them. Okay, so email newsletter to them so that they can read information about the project progress. If you have to pass project information to a large group of people. Okay, so daily. So this is daily, this is monthly. Okay, so this is monthly email newsletter. That means you want to update stakeholders every month about project progress. So if the project is 6 months long, then you will be doing this 6 times. Okay. So if the project is again 6 months long, you have board meeting every 2 weeks. That means there will be 12 board meetings. Okay. And quarterly. Okay, so quarterly, if the project is 6 months long again, okay, you will be doing this 2 times in 6 months because quarterly. So how the frequency will tell us, okay, how often you will conduct the meeting, okay, so how many times you will email the newsletter. Okay, so next is manage communication. So manage communication means create, collect, dismiss, store, retrieve, and dispose project information according to the communication management plan. So this is your communication plan. So you have to do what you say you will do. Alright? So do what you say you will do according to the plan. Okay, so for project team, okay, so for project team, it is good to spell out who are in the team. Okay, example like team leader, software engineer, tester, UI designer, etc. Okay, so for project team, it is good to spell out who are those people. Okay, team leader, software engineer, tester, UI designer to avoid misunderstanding. Okay, so project board. Okay, so just to explain to you, project board, who are in the project board. So for project board usually consists of group of people, high-ranking people, such as top management, department managers, and the project manager. Okay. So board meeting. So project board meeting every 2 weeks. Okay, this is usually a face-to-face meeting. So all these are project board meetings. Who will be attending this meeting are top management, department managers, project manager. So project board are usually considered of people of high ranking in the organization. So wider development are other relevant parties other than project team, stakeholders, project board. Okay, so other relevant parties whom you want to inform about the project. Okay. So quarterly, that means you do have to inform them frequently. Okay. Quarterly, not every month, not every 2 weeks. Example, this student center, the student center. the student center, which is under development here, who do you think belongs to wider development, other relevant parties? My question is, the student development, the new student center under development. I think you know who are the stakeholders. So, who do you think are other relevant parties called wider development? Anybody can make a guess? Don't be afraid. Branch campuses. Okay, branch campuses. Student from branch campuses. Staff from branch campuses. So we can inform them through newsletter as well. Okay, can inform them through newsletter then. Say for example on a quarterly basis. Okay, so let students from other branches know there's a project here, even though they are not using it. Okay, students from other branches are relevant parties. Okay, so there's wider development. Okay, next is control communication. So control communication to ensure the information needs of project stakeholders are met. So if some stakeholders are no longer relevant to the project, then these people should be removed from the audience list. Okay. So stakeholders, so how you update stakeholders is you email newsletter to them. Okay. So later on, some stakeholders will not be relevant to the project. So you remove them from the email list. Okay. If someone else need to know about the project progress, then you add their email into the email list. Those who no longer need to know about the project, you remove their email from the email list. Alright? So you don't spam them. Okay, so a good communication plan will ensure that customer, team members, and other stakeholders have the information needed to do their jobs. Okay. Let's use this color. Communication plan. Okay, so here we also have communication plan. So week 0. Week 0 is 1 week before semester start. So week 1. Just to explain to you what are the communication plan we have here. Okay, week 5. Okay, week 5. Week 13. Week 13 is end of the sem. Week 15. Week 15 exam. Okay, so before the semester start, okay, so before the semester start, there is a meeting. Okay, so we have a meeting. Okay, so we have a meeting where the associate dean, okay, associate dean will have meeting with lecturers. Okay, so 1 week before semester start, associate dean will have meeting with lecturers. Okay, get ready for the next step. Okay, so update your lecture notes, update your tutorial questions, okay, update whatever is necessary, okay, before the semester start. So week one, there will be a meeting. Okay, so there will be meeting where dean or deputy dean, they will meet with lecturers, okay, to brief us on if there's any new rules or regulation that we need to follow. Okay, that's week 0 and week 1. So week 5, okay, one of the course rep told me, so the dean, deputy dean, or associate dean, okay, we meet up with all the course rep, okay, to collect information. Okay, to collect information. Week 5 is to collect information. Week 7 is to give feedback. So week 13, we have meeting again. Okay. So deputy dean or dean again, dean or deputy dean again will be the lecturers. Okay. So exam coming soon. Okay. So let us know if there's any changes in the exam rules and regulation. So that during exam you will be doing the right thing. So what are the changes in the exam recently? The AI robot is making announcement, so we don't have to make announcement again. Correct? Okay, so we play a video file. Okay, and you can hear the announcement from speakers. Okay, so we no longer need to do that. So end of sem there will be a meeting, okay, to tell, okay, any possible changes or there will be any new rules in the coming exam. Okay, so these are our communication plan. Okay, communication plan for every semester. Okay, so for project, you should also need to have communication plan. Okay, communication plan to collect project information from team members so that you know things are going on, whether things is going on as expected, okay, project is on time, or there's any, to find out if project team members encounter any problem. If encounter any problem, okay, take corrective action fast. Okay, so collect information and pass information to relevant parties. Okay, so this must be done in project management. Okay, project risk management. So project risk management, I will skip all the slide here about project risk management because there's a chapter 5 will cover risk management. Okay, so next is procurement management. Procurement management is to acquire goods and services for the project from outside source. Okay, so in project, you may want to acquire goods and services from outside source. Okay, so examples of goods to acquire. So what are the goods you may need to acquire are hardware like servers, computer, laptops, tablets, mobile devices, printer scanners. These are examples of goods that you need in the project. So you may also need to acquire software like the development tools, project management software, database management system. If you need to use Microsoft Office, you also have to acquire this software from outside. Okay, you don't use pirate copies. Okay, and examples of services to acquire, example like software testing, okay, perform. Okay, you may not be good in doing everything, so you may want to acquire these services from outside. Okay, who can do the job better? For example, doing performance testing, security testing, usability testing. So usability testing, because to do usability testing, you need a usability lab. You may not have the lab, so you may want to you may outsource the task usability testing to companies who are specialized in doing usability testing, as well as providing training to end user. Okay, so 3 main processes in procurement. Okay, so plan, procurement, conduct, control. Okay, so plan procurement management is to decide what and when to acquire, so the type of contract, and describe the work for potential sellers. Alright? So you have to decide when, okay, you have to decide what you want to acquire and when to acquire. Okay, conduct procurement. Okay, invite sellers to submit proposal. Okay, obtain sellers responses. So to conduct procurement, you invite sellers to submit proposal to you. Okay, so get their responses. Okay, select sellers. You may receive many proposals. Okay, so choose the one that's right for you. So what's the good way to choose? Let's say you receive 3 proposals, you have to choose one. What's the best way to select? What do you think is the best way to select? As a manager, you decide yourself or decide among through a meeting with a group of people to choose one of the 3, or you yourself just make the decision. I think it's not a good idea. You yourself make the decision to choose. Okay, so it's good to have a meeting where a group of people decide among the 3, choose one. Okay. So if you're making the decision yourself without the presence of others, people may accuse you later of making biased decision, or you may get some kickback, okay, by choosing that contractor. Okay, so try to avoid being accused doing something bad. Okay. So after select, then award contracts to contractors. Okay. So control procurement involve monitor contract performance. So make sure that the contractor are doing a job in a quality manner. Okay. Make changes if needed, and when job finish, close the contract. Okay, so just a quick review. These are the knowledge area that project manager need to have. Okay. So next will be what are the skills needed to be a project manager. So beside knowledge area, knowledge in all those 10 areas. So project manager need to have skill project manager need to have technical skill. Okay. So project manager need to have technical skill, IT skill, information skill, business skill, business knowledge, Okay, how to do cost and benefit analysis. So how to evaluate projects using techniques like net profit, payback period, return on investment, and net present value. Okay. So a project manager also need to have business skill, knowledge in financial area. Okay, and estimating project cost, etc. Interpersonal skill. Interpersonal skill, also known as business skill, people skill, tactic a person uses when interacting with others. Okay, so you have to know to use the right tactic to interact with different kind of person. Okay, so why a project manager need to have interpersonal skill and communication skills? Because project manager need to interact with team members as well as stakeholders. Okay. So project manager need to have all these skills because need to interact with team members and also interact with clients. So the client may consider people from high ranking position. Okay, so communication skill include listening skill and ability to decode non-verbal language. So beside able to speak fluently, okay, beside able to speak, so project manager also need to have a good listening skill. So a lot of people are good in speaking. Are you also a person who have good listening skill? Speaking skill, listening skill is not easy to develop. You need to have a patience, okay, to listen to what other want to say to you. Okay, so if you do not have a good listening skill, it's good to upgrade your listening skill. So ability to decode non-verbal cues, what does this mean? What this means, ability to decode non-verbal cues. What's that? Can you tell me? Ability to decode non-verbal cues, what does that mean? Understand the people? To the meaning they want to talk. Okay. Ability to decode non-verbal cues means ability to understand body language. You understand body language? Okay, good. Good to have the skill to understand body language. What's the time now? Okay. Let's take a 10-minute break first.
是4倍价，很想喝咖啡。现在 break， 他人通知。我先去外面先，我要去找慧慧。去找慧慧，买咖啡，我买咖啡。 死我呀！我赶紧跑去找慧吃饭，很好笑。我就那个隔壁那个人是分手了，然后他找一群那个基督教人在一起，懂吗？
神会吃鱼。
我就在里面笑，好笑。看什么？就一个礼拜找他一次，他一个月找你了，什么都不干，他找你了，我操，有点像吸引力法则啊。来尝这咖啡很久，每天一杯。下次每天。
Okay, get ready, everybody. Dress time over. Alright, so the last section for this chapter, project management failure. So first part, I will explain to you what's the difference between project objective and business objective, causes of project failure, and what are the critical success factors. Okay, project objective. So let's understand what's project objective. Okay, so as you can see here, project objective is the target that the project team is expected to achieve, such as delivering the agreed functionality to the required quality on time and within budget. Alright, so let me emphasize, project objective is the target that the project team is expected to achieve, such as deliver the project on time within budget, meet the quality requirement, okay, and complete the project scope. So business objective, okay, so business objective, for all the resources and effort put in, return generated greater than cost. So the business objective is to make money. Okay, so business objective is to make money to ensure that benefits greater than cost. So project objective is to deliver the project on time within budget, meet quality requirement, and complete all the project scope. There are three scenarios here. Okay, so there are three scenarios. A project meet the project objective and meet business objective. This is scenario one. Scenario two is a project meet the project objective but fail to meet business objective. So scenario three is a project fail to meet the project objective but successfully meet business objective. Okay, so an example for scenario 2 is, scenario 2 says a project meet the project objective but fail to meet the business objective. Example, the computer game is delivered on time and within budget but it's not selling well. So not selling well, that means this project completed on time within budget, okay, but cannot recover the cost of development. So a project failed to meet the project objective but successfully meet business objective. So that means benefit somehow exceed gain. Not deliver on time Okay, so not delivered on time. Okay, so not delivered on time, but gain benefits. Okay, somehow exceed cost. Okay, can make some money. So conclusion, which project you will consider as successful? This is successful. This is straightforward. This is a successful project because the project meet project objective. The project also meet business objective, benefit greater than cost. So project meet project objective, but fail to meet business objective. So this is success or failure. A commoner game delivered on time and within budget, but not selling well. So this is a successful project or is a failed project. This is the question asked in the textbook. The author didn't give any answer. Okay. So then we make our own interpretation. Okay, because we got brain. Okay, so those who like textbook, they won't give you all the answer. Sometimes they give you a question and then you think of the answer. Because those who read the book got brain, you can make your own interpretation. Okay, so then I make my opinion. You can also make your own opinion. So for this project, the project team, okay. So to the project team, okay. So to the project team, this project is successful. Okay, but to the CEO or to the management, they will not see this as a successful project because they didn't make money. Okay, that's the conclusion based on my interpretation. I think you may also have this kind of interpretation because there are two parties. One is the project team, and the other side is the management. Okay, so scenario 3, a project failed to meet the project objective. Okay, but successfully meet the business objective. This is a failed project. So this means somehow the project is delivered late, exceeded budget. Okay, but later somehow benefit gain more than cost, make money. Also can be said as partially successful to the management as long as make money. Okay, they will consider this is a successful project even though it is delivered late. Okay, but to the project team, is considered unsuccessful because they are not able to complete on time and within budget. So this is a straightforward case. This is a successful project. To the project team, it's successful, but to management, it is not. But for scenario number 3, to the team, it's not successful, but to management, this is successful because somehow I can make money. Alright. Okay. So a project is considered failed, okay, when it does not satisfy the requirement of stakeholders. Okay, it does not meet objective of the project. Okay, time, budget, and quality requirements. A project can be successfully delivered, but then a business failure. Okay, so on the other hand, a project could be late over budget. Okay, but deliverables generate benefits that outweigh the initial expenditure. Alright. So this can be considered as successful to the project team, but not to the management team. This is successful to the management. This is a successful project. Okay, but the project team may not consider it as successful. This is a complete failure. Okay, so this can be considered as a complete failure. Okay, so how to reduce business risk? A computer game is delivered on time and within budget, but not selling well. Okay, so this is a business risk. So how to reduce business risk? So you can carry out market survey before you develop the system. Okay, so do a market survey before you develop the system. Okay, do competitor analysis. Okay, so prototype and evaluation by potential user. Okay, so to find out whether or not potential user like your games. So these are techniques to reduce business risk. Okay. So project objective. Okay, so project objective is to complete project scope on time within budget and meet quality requirements. These are internal factors. So value of benefit greater than cost. Example, a computer game is delivered on time within budget, but then not selling well. Okay, so value greater than cost. This is business objective. Okay, on time within budget, meet quality requirement, complete all the work is project objective. Project objective are internal factors. Business objective are external factors. So these are internal factors, that means all this can be controlled by you. Okay, so this can be controlled by you, can be controlled by the organization that developed the system. Okay. So whether benefit exceed cost is external factors. Okay. So whether you can get back your, whether eventually benefit exceed cost is external factors. Okay. Example like common game is delivered on time within budget, but then not selling well. External factors means it is not under your control. This can be under your control. This one is not under your control. External factors. So how to reduce business risk? Okay, so do market survey. Okay, do a market survey before you start the development. Competitor analysis, carry out competitor analysis. Because you are not the only games developer, there are many other games developers. Are you better than them or they are better than you? Okay, do a competitor analysis. Create prototype and do evaluation by potential user. Let's do a prototype, let potential user test drive your game software. Okay, find out whether or not they like it. So this is way to reduce business risk. Okay, so this is internal factors. It's under your control. Okay, so causes of project failure. So there are many points, I just want to go through a few of them. Okay, so not using appropriate project process model. So meaning you are not the development team is not using the correct software development model. Okay, example like using prototyping in a large and complex system development. Okay, So prototyping is not suitable for large and complex system. So for large and complex system, okay, you may consider using the spiral model instead of prototyping. Okay, so second reason of project failure is due to lack of top management support. Okay, so example, lack of support from the financial department. So lack of support from the financial department means you have difficulty to get funding from the organization. Okay, so lack of support from the sales and marketing department, so no personnel to promote the game software. Okay. If you handle a project and there's lack of support from top management, when you encounter difficulties, okay, so when you encounter difficulties, people are not cooperative from you, people are not cooperative with you, and top management is not supporting you when you are doing the project, how to say? Okay, when there's lack of top management support, okay, lack of top management support, department managers are not cooperative with you. This is a problem. Okay, so this is a problem, and top management is not supporting you. Whatever problem you face, okay, you will not be able to solve immediately. You will not be able to solve immediately. Okay, and also when you want to ask for more resources, okay, you want to ask for more resources, you want to ask for better, faster computer to do the development work, okay, you may not get the resources that you need. Okay, so including wrong project manager. Okay, so the project selected the wrong project manager. Okay, so example, project manager is unable to control conflicts. Okay, poor resource planning during which stage? This is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. This is project life cycle. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. This is project manager problem. Okay, so this is project manager problem. There are conflicts occur in the team. Okay, and project manager is not able to control the conflicts, not able to resolve conflicts, and poor resource planning. So poor resource planning during when? Here, or here, at which stage? Stage 3, yeah, because stage 3 require the most effort. Stage 3 require the most effort. That means stage 3 require the most manpower. Okay, so you should have predicted that you need many manpower, the most manpower in stage 3, but you have not done so. So for your FIP, you need to spend the most effort at which stage? Which stage? Do you know you need to spend the most effort at which stage? Which stage? development coding stage, correct? You need to spend the most effort at the coding stage. Okay, perform stage 3. Poor resource planning at this stage. Okay, so other reasons include inadequate communication, inadequate planning, poor estimation, poor scheduling, and lack of user involvement. So lack of user involvement will result in what? Okay, you are developing a system for the user. Okay, so user should be involved in the project. So lack of user involvement will result in what? Incomplete requirements. Okay, poor user involvement will result in incomplete requirements. Okay, and this will result in not meeting the complete system not meeting user expectation. Okay, so when this happens later on, there will be a lot of change requests coming in. I've seen this kind of problem. Okay, I've seen this kind of problem. Lack of user involvement. So the software manager want user involvement. Okay, conduct meeting. Okay, asking other department managers to come attend meetings and tell exactly what they want. But the managers for other departments are busy. Only 1 or 2 attend. Okay, and many didn't attend. Okay, system completed. Eventually, those who didn't attend, that departments who are using certain modules, they suffer. So they fill a request form to ask to make amendment. Okay, to make amendment. Who suffer? IT department also suffer. Okay, so you ask, as a IT manager of a software department, so when you want to conduct meeting to collect requirements, okay, so make sure that all attend. Okay, all attend. Okay. If they do not attend, you will not get complete requirements. Okay, so finish, when system finish, both will suffer. Software manager will also suffer. Eventually, CEO will ask, okay, system finish. Why there are so many complaints? You say they didn't come for meeting. Acceptable. Okay. Acceptable or not acceptable? No. So this is one of the reasons why when you are involved in a project, top management support you. Okay, top management support you. Ask for a meeting. Make sure that the top management will make sure all managers will come to your meeting. If top management doesn't support you, you conduct meeting, they don't come. The top management also don't care. Okay, so lack of user involvement will result in not meeting user needs. Okay, so other factors that contribute to project failure. Project manager is too optimistic. Project manager is too confident. Okay, poor team development. Okay, poor team development, that means you do not have a solid project team members. Okay, you do not have a solid team members. Right. So critical success factors. Okay, so make sure you have top management support. Okay, so when top management support you, okay, things can go on in a more smoother way. You want to ask for machine of higher spec so that work can be completed faster. Chance of getting it will be higher. You want more people to work in the project. You want quality people to work in the project. You want experienced people to work in the project. Okay, so they can top management can meet your requirements. Okay, so just like if your parent is very supportive of you, you have to ask for higher spec laptop. Okay, you say your laptop is very old, very slow, you want to get a better, higher spec laptop. Okay, you can get. Okay, so manage project scope effectively. Okay, so manage project scope effectively. When project scope increase, make sure you also have more time to complete additional work. Okay, competent and experienced project team. Okay, so any other factors that you want to add? So there are many others. Have good planning. Okay, so make sure that you have a good planning. Make sure you have plan before you start a project. Not you start a project and only you plan. Okay, so let me go back to this one. Okay. So this is under human resource development, human resource management. Okay, so earlier project human resource management. So these are the 4 processes: plan HR management. Okay, acquire project team, get the people to work in the project, develop the team. Okay. So Tubman. Okay, so the Tubman 5 stages of team development. Okay, so Tubman says team development involves these 5 stages: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjoining. So forming is at the beginning of the project stage. So when there's a project, okay, so when there's a project, so you need to acquire people. Okay, so project team is formed and members are introduced to each other. So just like when you are doing an assignment. Okay, so think of the first time you are doing an assignment here. Okay, group assignment. So you form team, correct? You introduce yourself to each other. Or so for project, project manager get all the people together, okay, and ask them to introduce to each other. So that is the forming stage. Okay, so that is the first stage in team development. Okay, so team is formed. So members introduce to each other. So example, a team of developers, tester, and UI designer is formed for a new mobile app project. So this is the first stage. Okay, so this stage is necessary. Not much work is accomplished. Okay, after this stage, the next stage is storming. Conflict emerges as team members have different opinions, challenging ideas, and compete for influence. After team is formed, so next is start working. Correct? So you know who are in the project. So next is start working. When you start working, conflicts emerge. Okay? So conflict emerges. team members have different opinion. So I challenge your idea, you challenge my idea. Yes or no? Okay? And compete for influence. Compete for influence means I want to be the leader. Then the other one say I also want to be a leader. Okay. So example of conflict can be the team start writing code, but disagreement arise over coding standard. Okay, like indentation. When you write code, you need to do indentation, correct? Use one space, or two spaces, or three spaces. How many spaces you use for indentation? 4. So many. Automatic, or you have to press the space bar? Automatic. Can you change? Change, you have to change manually or setting? Or setting. Okay. Okay, so disagreement such as indentation, naming convention, percentage of comment lines. Okay, so storming is a turbulent stage where disagreement occurs. So when working as a group, when you start working, disagreement do occur, correct? Okay. So to move on to the next stage, okay. So to move on to the next stage is called norming. So the conflict must be resolved. Okay. Only conflict is resolved can move on to the next stage. Okay. So this you can only achieve this stage when conflicts are resolved. Okay. So acceptable rules and standards are established and agreed between team members. So you have conflict here. Let's discuss about conflicts and make agreement among yourself. Okay, then you move on to this stage. So when this stage is achieved, okay, when this stage is achieved, our team members begin to collaborate effectively. Okay, next stage is from here then go to here. Unity in team is established. So a solid team is formed, problems are brought up, discussed, and then solved. Okay, so level of work performance is high, productivity is at the optimum. So, as a project manager, when a new team is formed, okay, when a new team is formed, expect this to happen. Okay. After this, expect this to happen. When there's conflict, okay, project manager must step in to solve the conflict. Okay, if conflict is not solved, you cannot go to the next stage, and next stage. If conflict is not solved, productivity will be low. If productivity is low, meeting project deadline will be difficult. So any conflict that occurs in the institute must be resolved. So when is the best time to assign more work to team members? At which stage is the best time to assign more work to team members? Stage 4. Stage 4. Not here. Here you have to monitor. Here you have to monitor your team members. Don't let them gouge themselves. No such thing. Okay, so after a team form, monitor their relationship. Help solve the conflict. When there's no conflict, it means they can be here or here. Okay? When there are no conflicts, they can be here or here or here. So here you can assign more work to them. If you assign more work to them here, not much will be accomplished. Okay? Not much will accomplish, and perhaps there will be more conflict.
这个的话，你还要再还这个钱。是去。
Okay, so generally these are the stages of team development. Okay, forming, storming, after form, monitor. Okay, so that's all for me today. I will upload this. This is lecture notes version 2. I will put it in the Google Classroom.